Big changes are coming to one of America's most iconic news programs. After a decade of leading NBC Nightly News, veteran journalist Lester Holt is stepping down as anchor. But don't worry, he's not leaving NBC altogether. Instead, Holt is taking on a full-time role with Dateline, the network's long-running investigative series. In today's video, we'll break down what this means for NBC, Holt's legacy in journalism, and what's next for nightly news. So make sure to watch till the end, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on major media moves. NBC confirmed that Holt will be stepping down sometime in early summer, though they haven't set an exact date or announced his successor. In a heartfelt memo to NBC staff, Holt called his time at Nightly News the honor of a lifetime. But while he's leaving the anchor desk for Nightly News, he's not leaving the network. Instead, he'll be expanding his work with Dateline, a show he's been part of since 2011. This transition marks the end of an era for Nightly News. Holt has been the steady, trusted face of the broadcast for nearly a decade, delivering breaking news, global crises, and investigative reports to millions of viewers. Lester Holt's career at NBC spans over 2 decades. He joined the network in 2000 and quickly became a respected figure in broadcast journalism. Before taking over Nightly News full-time in 2015, he spent 8 years anchoring the weekend editions of the show. His promotion to lead anchor came after the Brian Williams controversy, when Williams was suspended for misrepresenting events he covered. Holt stepped in as a stabilizing force, bringing credibility back to the program. Under his leadership, Nightly News continued to be one of the most-watched evening news programs, drawing around 7 million viewers each week. Holt also made history as the first black journalist to solo anchor a weekday network evening newscast. That milestone cemented his place as one of the most influential figures in modern journalism, and let's not forget, Holt isn't just a news anchor. He's conducted high-stakes interviews with world leaders, including Russian President Vladimir Putin and former U.S. presidents. He's moderated presidential debates, covered breaking news from war zones, and even made guest appearances in pop culture, like his cameo in House of Cards. So what's next for Lester Holt? With his move to Dateline, he's shifting focus to long-form journalism, true crime investigations, and in-depth storytelling. Now, if you've ever watched Dateline, you know it's more than just a crime show. It covers breaking news, investigative reports, and human interest stories. Over the years, Dateline has expanded beyond TV, launching successful podcasts and even scripted content, like the spin-off series The Thing About Pam, which starred Renee Zellweger. Holt's presence will only add to Dateline's reputation for gripping storytelling. And given the rise of true crime content, this move makes a lot of sense. The genre is booming right now, with audiences consuming everything from crime documentaries to podcasts. NBC clearly sees Dateline as a growing brand, and having Holt lead the way will help it stay dominant in the space. Now, the big question: who will replace Lester Holt at Nightly News? NBC hasn't made an official announcement yet, but speculation is already swirling. One potential candidate is Kristen Welker, who made history as the first black woman to moderate a presidential debate in nearly 30 years. She currently hosts Meet the Press and has been a rising star at NBC. Another possible pick: Savannah Guthrie. She's been co-anchoring the Today Show and has plenty of experience covering major news events. And let's not forget Tom Lamas, NBC's primetime anchor, who has the experience and audience appeal for the role. Whoever takes over will have big shoes to fill. Holt's calm, authoritative presence made him one of the most trusted voices in news, and replacing him won't be easy. No matter who takes over, NBC Nightly News remains one of the most important programs in television history. The show dates back to 1948, making it one of the longest-running news broadcasts in America. It officially adopted the Nightly News name in 1970, and since then, it's been home to legendary anchors like Tom Brokaw, John Chancellor, and Brian Williams. Holt carried on that legacy, leading nightly news through some of the most turbulent times in recent history, from the COVID-19 pandemic to political unrest. His departure marks the end of a chapter, but also the beginning of something new. So, what do you think about Lester Holt stepping down from NBC Nightly News? Are you excited to see more of him on Dateline? And who do you think should be the next nightly news anchor? Let me know in the comments.